Two. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
And here we are in South Beach. Good shot there of the Miami sign. We are here live at the American Airlines Arena with the crowd going crazy. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. And a moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking.
And what a feeling it's got to be for this young player as that last bucket represents the first official score in the NBA from Freak.
Yeah, and you know, he can relax a little bit now. That first one is in the books. It won't be the biggest bucket he makes in his life, but man, it may be the most memorable.
I think you may be right about that. No matter how many thousands of them he winds up with, we'll never forget that first one.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Now the feed to Hansbrough. Outside, Lynn. Charlotte moving it around. 5 on the clock. Freak passes to Hansbrough. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. The Heat leading by 6. There's Winslow. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
Freak kicks to Hansbrough. Outside for Batum. Now here's Freak, guarded closely. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. There's Lynn with the 3. That drops. Lynn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage.
Earlier, we sat down with Freak and asked him about playing in his first NBA game.
You know, I've thought about this moment,
You know, Clark, you don't see that kind of perspective. Chris Anderson has checked in for Whiteside. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Green in for Goran Dragic. We've got Gang. Gerald Green out there with Winslow. Then there's Anderson. And it's Stoudemire in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
And guys, Gerald Green looked to be out of the NBA at one point in his career, but since coming back from Russia, he has completely reinvented himself as a player.
Inside. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Dang.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Freak. Nope. Good. And it's Miami the other way. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Green. Pass to Winslow. Tries it from 19. No good off the front iron. Charlotte has gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. That's good. Hansbrough's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting. So some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Here's Lynn. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Winslow dishes to Stoudemire. Shoots from the baseline. And no good as it rattles out. And we're through the first half of it. And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get a new group in for the Heat. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. Winslow's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Gerald Green in for Dwayne Wade. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year. And as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
On the floor for Charlotte. Freak, he's in at point guard. Batum is out there with Tyler Hansbrough. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Kaminsky in at the center position. Hansbrough is screen on Green. Freak passes to Kaminsky. And Batum kicks to Hansbrough. Lin, that's a 2-pointer. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Lin's got the lead back up to 10 now for the Hornets.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball. Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Freak dishes to Lin. To the inside. Here's Hansbrough. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Hansbrough's got 6.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Freak passes to Batum. It's Freak, top of the key. Dishes to Hansbrough. Lin kicks to Freak. Shoots it. Here's Kaminsky. Stoudemire grabs the board.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
There's the 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Give it up for your Heat.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. And so it's Charlotte with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present Kemba Walker. He was the steady and reliable hand throughout the game tonight, stepping into more of a leadership role in this performance tonight.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be with.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.